Good morning, everyone. This is Paul Wagner again from Velocity Performance Training. Today I'm going to go through some leg drills, how to create a little bit more of a flow. My last video a few years back, we talked about T location, plate presence. Today what I want to do is talk a little bit about how we can get our legs a little bit more engaged into the swing, hitting balls up the middle. That'll be our sole focus, is to hit these balls up the middle as much as possible. So at the pitcher, through center field, making sure that we're working gap to gap as much as we can. And what I mean by gap to gap is right center field and left center field. All right, our first drill is called the step into drill. What I'll have the kid do is stand just outside the batter's box. He's gonna step with his front foot first, step, and then load and engage the bottom half in a flow feel with the body coming through the ball. That's the step into drill. Hey everybody, this is Miles Brinks, baseball player, Lawrence University. Been a student of mine for 2 years. He's going to now demonstrate the step into drill. Keeping in mind right foot, left foot, creating the flow, and then right through the ball. Okay, the next leg drill called the Arenado drill. Nolan Arenado plays third base for the St. Louis Cardinals. Does this drill between 150 and 200 times every day. It's to help the body stay controlled. So what he'll do is create a little bit of movement where he loads front thigh, back thigh, stays into this position to create momentum, and then fires through the ball, hitting again balls up the middle. But there is no stride in this drill. So again, he's out to the stride, load, engage. Now Miles will demonstrate the Arenado drill. He'll get into his stance. He'll already be out to his stride. He's gonna load front thigh, load back thigh, and then fire through. Creating a little bit of a flow with the body through the ball. Again, concentrating on hitting balls up the middle through the cage. Okay, the next drill is called the 45-degree angle drill. What I'll do is I'll line my back foot up on an angle with the peak of home plate. My feet are angled the way this part of home plate is angled. My stance would be angled the same way this part of home plate is. What I want to do in this drill is to engage the hip load along with the hand load at the same time. So it's a loaded drill to create momentum going through the ball with just the back half. So what I'll do is I'll get into my stance. I want to make sure my shoulders are square with home plate. I'm loading into the hinge part of my hip in my loaded position with my hands, and then I engage coming through the ball. The one thing that you have to watch is making sure that in this drill, we don't let the front hip start the drill. I want to fire everything I can back to front. Again, hitting the ball up the middle. Okay, now Miles will be demonstrating the 45-degree angle drill. He's going to position his feet where the back foot is now lined up at the peak of home plate. His feet are angled like the close angle of home plate, and his stance is going to be like the far angle of home plate. And now what he's going to do is concentrate on loading into the back hip, again concentrating on hitting the ball up the middle. So in closing, the drills that we worked on today are to engage the bottom half along with body flow. But what I really need you to concentrate on is making sure we understand that we want to hit the balls, if we can, up the middle. So the setting of the tee it's imperative that we're working on balls again hitting up the middle, between the right center field and left center field gaps. That's all I got. I hope all things are well over in Africa. Things here in Green Bay are great, and we're going to start our busy season here in about a month or two. So have a great day. We'll talk with you soon. Thanks, everybody.